up, YouTube? So we're gonna make another video here. We're actually doing some work right now. We'll show you. Van back here. Sorry about the wind noise, but we got a van back here. We gotta take and drop off somewhere. I ain't gonna tell the whole story about it, but it's just gotta go get dropped off somewhere. So it is what it is. We're gonna move this today, and it is a Dodge, so you probably know what's wrong with it. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, we're gonna go drop this thing off. I've been cutting wood all day today. I meant to video that some and show you what we were doing. I got some pictures. If I remember, I'll throw in some pictures, and I'll try to get a little video tomorrow because we got a little bit we got to do. We've worked on the KX250F a little bit. It's ready to put the head back on, so I'll probably mess with that. We're still out of power. Today's what, Tuesday? Yeah. So today's Tuesday. We're still out of power. So we've been going to a friend's house, and shout out to everybody. If you watch this video and you've been one of the people that have offered us to come over and take showers and wash our clothes and feed us and everything, like, we appreciate you. Like, had a lot of people that have really has offered, you know, because we don't have water because we're on well and we have no power. So we got a generator going for a fan and some lights and stuff. Mine is not big enough to run my well pump, so I don't have water. My mom and dad have city water. They're in behind us, so I've been going there and getting jugs. I had another guy, like I said, I'm not gonna say anybody's name, but I had another guy to actually give me totes of water. Worked out good. So we appreciate all the help. We appreciate just everything, man. It's been awesome. So let's get this Dodge delivered, get it off the trailer. Y'all stick with us, see what else we're going to do. It's actually 6 o'clock this evening, so we're not doing much else this evening. We're going to go home. We're going to drop this off, go home, and go to a friend's house. They're going to feed us tonight. Let us take showers, and I'm going to see if they'll let us wash a few clothes. I'm sure they will. We just got to ask them. But it is what it is, so we appreciate everything. And like I said, anybody that has offered to let us come, don't take it personal. It's just one of those things. We go to work's close, and you know, what's convenient. And we really appreciate all the offers, though. I couldn't tell you how many people. So anyway, we appreciate it. Stick with us, see what else we do. Well, it's what's today, Wednesday? It's Wednesday. We got another Mopar on the trailer. So we gotta haul this thing back to the house. He had a brake caliper that was sticking on it. Didn't want to drive it any farther. I totally get it. So we come pick it up, and we're gonna haul it back to the house and set it down, and we'll show you what we're working on at the house today. So we ain't got no power, so we can't do much, but we're gonna go, yeah, we'll show you when we get there. Well, let me show you what we got. So we got this thing in here again, or out here, I should say, because yeah, we still ain't got no power. So here's what it is. Today's what, Wednesday? But I busted another front lip. So this front lip we just put on this thing hit a possum or something. I don't know. Possums are the death of this car. But they got a different style. This is actually one that's made for an RS bumper. Maxton Designs. I think it's the same thing that's on his back. Let's make sure. Yeah. It's filthy. He's gonna clean this thing. He's going to a show this weekend, but here's what it is. So we got his front lip on now, so let's get it lowered down so it looks like when it's on the ground. Well, hey there, YouTube. How are y'all doing today? So we got power back on. We were out without it for 8 days, 9 days, I don't remember. Anyway, no matter, we got power back. We was able to go up and take some supplies to Western North Carolina. I might put a video out on that. I'm kind of torn on that because I don't want people to think I'm doing it for the views. I want to show it so people are aware of what we saw, and you know that these people out in Western North Carolina and other places are going to need help for a long time, not just for the first few weeks. So I'm torn on that. Leave it in the comments below if you want to see that. So today we're working on this. We're having some issues out of it, figuring it out, but I did do a valve adjustment on it. They were all the exhaust valves were too tight. So we got the valves adjusted on this. We're going to let it warm up, take it for a drive, see what happens. We're still working on this thing, getting some buffing done on it. And then we got the transmission in that one. It is done. So there's a couple places we had to wet sand and buff on that Scamp, and then we also had we got to repaint the hood and the roof. It didn't turn out like we wanted, so we're going to repaint the hood and the roof. We're going to get that done hopefully this week. Actually, it will be this week, whether it be tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, whatever, it'll be done. We have another project coming, and it's a car for actually not for me, it's for my wife. But that's going to be coming on the channel. But let's get this thing warmed up, and we're just putting a little coolant in it, make sure everything's working there. But it's got a misfire on 2 and 3. It's had plugs, injectors, stuff like that done. I switched coil packs around. It doesn't follow the coil pack, so obviously not coil pack. So we've done a valve adjustment, because I read that that's one thing. Look here, supporting elders. We've done a valve adjustment to kind of rule out that problem. Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. Whew. I read that gauge wrong. I was like, holy crap. Thought this thing was running hot on me, but it's not. It's digital. So anyway, yeah, so we done a valve adjustment on it because they say they can get out that all the exhaust valves were tight, all the intake valves were good. So we adjusted the valves accordingly to the spec that they call for. I don't know. We're going to drive it, see what happens. Next thing will be to get the plugs out. Somebody run the plugs in. They're really tight, and I don't know if they put anti-seize on them or not. I was told they probably didn't. Don't really know. Doesn't matter. I told them the you know, what can happen. It could strip a plug out or break a plug or whatever. I want to let them know before we pull it out. So the next step on this thing will be pull the plugs out, do a compression check, put new plugs in it, and make sure they're gapped the right way. They are iridiums, so if somebody used the old school gapper on them, you know, the old school like round gappers. If somebody used one of them, you can mess the tips up on an iridium plug, obviously. So if this doesn't fix it, the next step is to pull the plugs out of it. So they told me that they were good with it. They understand the risk of it, and to just do it. So that's going to be the next step. So anyway, let's get the hood closed on this thing, take it for a drive, see what happens. All right, YouTube, y'all want to hear this thing start up? Obviously, it's a cold start. It's been sitting here the whole day. So let's see what it sounds like. You want to? Let's see it with me. Look at this thing. Let me show you the inside of this thing. Not too bad. Missing a door handle over here, but not bad. See, it's a little damage, but I'm telling you, man, for the car, this thing's awesome. Let's sit here. It's gotta get the keys. Stay with me for a minute. All right, so let's do a little video here. This thing starting up. Obviously, then the keys wasn't in it, so I don't work the keys. All right, it's got a push button start. What y'all think about that? We gotta fix the fuel gauge. It don't work. Good looking out of when we get this hood done. Anyway, let's get this thing in the garage. All right, y'all, it's Thursday. Boy, my truck's gonna struggle with this one. Look at this thing. 28-foot trailer from like, I think 98 or something. My truck's already squatted a little bit, and there ain't nothing in it. She squatted a little bit. It is what it is. I don't want to show that, but anyway, I think, let's see what it says here. I can see the gross vehicle weight 7,500 on this thing. Now I don't know if that means loaded or not loaded. Probably not loaded for as heavy as a squat in the truck, because that's about what my truck looks like if I got a lot of tongue weight with my car on a trailer. So it is what it is. Let's get it moved. Okay, so we got this Honda CR-V. We done the valves on. The valves didn't fix the misfire, so we pulled the plugs out of it. All the plugs are iridium plugs, they're NGK plugs, they're what they're supposed to be. But the issue we have is, I'm not 100% sure what happened, and I don't know, and I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but whoever put the plugs in this, obviously they're not gapping these plugs. So they're supposed to be gapped at 44 thousandths is what these plugs are supposed to be gapped at. They're gapped at 30. I can barely get 30 in there. So gappy plugs. Don't assume that they're right from wherever you buy them from. I'm gonna gap these plugs and I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna throw a little anti-seize on them. Because whoever put these plugs in, look, there is no anti-seize on these plugs. So I'm gonna throw some anti-seize on these and I'm gonna re-gap them and I'm gonna put them in and I'm gonna see how this thing does before I make this customer buy another set of plugs. She said the plugs were under warranty, but that's one of those things where I took the plugs out, she'll have to take them to get them done or whatever, because they bought the plugs somewhere else. So I don't know whose name they are or number, anything like that. So anyway, we're gonna re-gap these plugs and we're going to put anti-seize on them, and then we're gonna put them back in and we're gonna see if this thing will run. So stay with us, see how it does. Look at him, what y'all think? Back up a little bit, boy. Look at this kid, making me proud. All cleaned up, got his hair cut yesterday, got his little outfit. Squirrel outfit today. Look at him, I'm proud of him. All right, YouTube, so we are here. We're working on a Dodge van today. This is kind of just episode what we got going on. We got a video, or no, I don't have a video on that, so I'll show you that too while I'm here. But anyway, this is a 14 Dodge Grand Caravan, and it had a water leak. So I've already took it off because we found it. But he said when he poured water in it, it just start pouring the water back out. This thermostat housing is cracked. So it was pushing water out of that thermostat housing. These are all one piece. So I guess the gasket's still on there. I'll have to find the gasket. We're gonna go get one of these. It's 2 bolts. Literally the easiest way to take it off is take the 2 bolts loose, take them out, pull it off, and then take the hose off afterwards. Just easier that way. You can't really get a pair of pliers down in there real well. I don't have those special fancy pliers for those clamps, so it's easier for me just take the bolts out. They're 10mm, and take that out, go get one. They actually keep it in stock at AutoZone, so we're gonna go do that, because let me show you what else we got going on. So it's doing a heater core on this truck and it sits down in there like so, right? But the heater core we bought comes down to here. I'm not going to pull it out of the box. It's right here. It comes down to here. It's too big. So I'm going to take this with me when we go to pick up the piece for that. I'm going to take this with me and then kind of see if they have another one. If they don't, worst case scenario is we're going to clean all that mess out too. Worst case scenario is we'll go in here and we'll somehow get this taken out, and we'll just move it down and tack it back in to hold it in where we need it to be. Worst case scenario, but I'm gonna go see if they've got one. So anyway, sorry I've been a little slack on videos. I know that's been kind of the norm lately with me as far as this. I do still want to push the YouTube stuff. Still going to push the YouTube stuff. It's just more of what we're doing in the shop, stuff like that. It is fall time. It's October. Oh, well, actually today's November. But we're going to hopefully get to the track soon. Plan on getting to the track with the Supra very soon, so be looking for that video. I appreciate y'all watching these videos like this. We are still growing. We had a couple shorts that were done really well that helped us grow. But anyway, I appreciate everything. Appreciate y'all watching and subscribing and sharing and all that good stuff, and following me on all my social media platforms. Most people follow me on here, follow me on my other ones, so I appreciate it. But yeah, so see you next time.